Oh gosh, why does it look different when it's live? And why do I always have shepherd drool on my shirt every time? Alright, just so y'all know, that's shepherd's drool, not my own. Anyway, y'all ready to get going? Hazel's not feeling good today. Poor Hazel. Let's see, we tried a little bit different setup, so hopefully we can see better. But you can definitely see the shepherd drool better. That's really bothering me. Anyway, we're going to work this out. And I'm going to have to get some better concealer. All right, stop. Okay, I'm readjusted and better. We are going to talk about yo-yos today. And Murmur called this morning and had the brilliant idea. And I think it's perfect. I've been wanting to teach my girls how to do a yo-yo and all the cool things you can do with them. And then after we talked about it, it got some good ideas. The best thing happened when I was surfing the Facebook. A Yo-Yo Ma video came on. So I'm going to tag it underneath. And I was like, it's perfect. It's meant to be. So here we go with the yo-yos. Yo-yos are these little circles of fabric, or big circles sewn into little circles, and then used to make all number of things. So they're really fun. They're definitely a good thing to do while you're sitting around. You can make a whole bunch sitting on the couch or watching a movie or whatever. So that's really kind of a cool thing to do. So all you need, you're going to need a needle and some thread. And remember, if you struggle threading your needle, go get yourself a needle threader, and that will work. I like to use a heavy thread. You can get it, this is what it looks like. See, it just says heavy. It's not as heavy as like upholstery thread or something like that, but it's just a little bit heavier than machine thread. So I'm going to tie a knot to get it all ready. I doubled it over. I always like to do a double. I don't know why, but I do. All right, so I've got my double knot here. And then I'm going to set that down. We're going to cut out some circles. So I've got a circle about the size of a CD, or what is that? Is that a salad plate? I don't know. The small plates. And it's going to make a yo-yo almost this size, so that's probably about 2.5 inches. Very easy. This is like the size of a coffee mug, and it's gonna make a smaller yo-yo about 1.5 inches. All right, so let's do this, and then I'll show you all the cool things you can do with them. You can really use just about any fabric. I think just a thin, nice cotton, a really fun pattern works best, personally. And here we go. So this is just like a little gingham yellow. So you're going to take and fold this edge down. This will be towards the back of your fabric. So this fabric doesn't really have a front and back, but if I were using this one, see, I would fold it like that. So maybe I will use this one so it's easier to see. Then I'm going to put my needle in. And all you're going to do is, while you're folding along, you're going to make big running stitches. So I'm going to fold a little, make a big stitch. And to be honest, like the fold, you want kind of as small as you can get, but it doesn't have to be perfect all around. Your stitches do not have to be the same length all around. They can be big and small. As long as you just get that fold down and keep stitching, it's gonna work, I promise. Even when you cut your circles, if they're not a perfect circle, it works. It's pretty cool that way. So we're gonna stitch, 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 fold a little, keep stitching. If anyone knows a good concealer for these allergy bags I've got going on, please message me that. I need some help. All right, so we're going around, 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 and I'm back to where I started. I don't know if you can see my knot. So I'm going to pull it back here, and then here's the magic. So I'm popping it out, and I'm just going to pull it tight. This is why I like the heavy cord, because you can pull it tight and it's not going to break. So I've got it all pulled tight. It's not quite a yo-yo yet, but it's very close. Then I'm just going to take and make a big stitch kind of through a few layers. Pull it. Maybe go back through a few more. And then make my little knot stitch, which is just a little stitch like this. Put my needle through the loop and pull. Let's do that again because it didn't catch. Little, put my needle in and pull. And then I will cut that off. And then we'll flatten it all out. So I'm going to pull it, pull it, pull it. Kind of looks like a shower cap in the end. So see, I've got it all pulled out. And there you go. You got yourself a yo-yo. So it looks like this on this side, or that on that side. And you can really use either side of the yo-yo to make it work. It's pretty cool. So now I'm going to show you a few things you can do with all these yo-yos. So one thing you can do, and a lot of my girls love this thing and talk about it, and we have extra of these yo-yos in our quilt box. You can piece them together, make a blanket. That would be a lot of yo-yos, but you could do it. I might eventually one day turn this into a pillow or something like that. It's, you know, pretty cool. But you can do that with them. You can, let's see, what else do I have here? You can sew them onto a shirt. This is a shirt I've been working on for forever. And see, these are teeny tiny yo-yos. You can add decorations like that. Super cute. Very easy. One day I'm going to finish this. Oh, yeah. That was true. Those are really cute, Gabby. I forgot about that. That was good. I think you may be the only student I've ever had to make yo-yos. You can add them to your toms. Toms are so awesome to add little things to. Super cute, very easy. I layered a little yo-yo on top of a larger yo-yo. Or what about this? You can add them to flip-flops. Put a little button in it. I can show you how to do that. Let's see. I've got one here. So these are just plain black leather flip-flops. You can use, even if you like have the plastic flip-flops, just hot glue it on there. It will work. And I would just take my yo-yo like this. And look, this yo-yo, I did not turn the ends under, but sometimes that's kind of cool looking. So I left it because I like frayed edges sometimes. All right, so I'm just going to tie a quick knot in the little bit of thread here. And to attach this one, we're going to put it right there. I'm just going to do a few tacks, come up from the bottom. Oh, you can't see it. So see, I just made a little stitch into my flip-flop. I'm going to come up through my yo-yo, and I'm going to actually use the button to sew it on. So I've got myself a black button. Let's see here. I'm going to thread it through, and just like I'd stitch on a regular button, I'm going to cross over. Go back down through my yo-yo. I'm pulling it to the side here so y'all can try to see. And then I'm going to take another little stitch into my flip-flop. If you have a hard time pushing it through, you can get a thimble like this, which is my favorite, and it will push right through. Or you can even get these little grippies. They come like 4 or 5 in a pack. They're very handy too for like pushing or pulling your needle through. And see how that just pulled it tight down. And I would do that stitch a few more times and then tie it off. And I've got myself a cute updated pair of flip-flops that I don't have to go to the store to buy since we're hiding out this week. Well, this month. Let's see, what else can you do with them? You can put them on bobby pins like we did yesterday, hair clips like this, headbands. Here's something I experimented with. I don't think it turned out all that great, but I used tulle. I don't know if you can see. I put some pom-poms in the middle of it. So I'm going to keep experimenting with that because I think the tulle could make some really cool yo-yos, to do other things with. So what we're going to do, I did the yo-yo. I want you guys to practice making yo-yos. You just need scraps of fabric, like I said, something circle to trace it out and stitch it up. Then tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to use some yo-yos and sew them together like this to make other things. We're not going to make a full blanket. Gosh, that takes forever. But there's a few other cool little crafts we can do. And that is that. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm glad the sun's out. It's beautiful. Hopefully we'll get outside in a little bit. Hazel, you okay?
Yeah, there's a shepherd.
All right, Shepherd's pulling everything out back there, so we better go get cleaned up. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. See, how do you finish?